drier, increasingly crowded West, and how it will have to change if it isn't. The green is at the heart of that question, and I want to know what the answers might be. I'm here, white-knuckling my paddle in a stretch of water I've never seen before, because I decided the best way to understand it was the best way I know to understand a lot of things, from the river. We launch cold and early. The sun's light cracks the ridge of the Wind River Range, gilding the edges of Square Top Mountain and glancing down onto the Green River Lakes. Mike, my journalism school roommate, and his coworker Ben, who have come along for a few days, make breakfast. We pound coffee and eat a couple of sausages each, then slide our pack rafts into the chill water on the lip of the Lowest Lakes beach. A Wyoming fish and game warden in a red shirt and a white truck, with a black dog loping alongside him, stops us on the shore. "How far you going?" he asks, as we settle into our boats and shake blood into our fingers. I swell up a little, sit taller, and say, "All the way." If he notices my attempt at bragging, he ignores it, and he waves us off as we paddle along the edge of the gravelly shore. It's May, and the snow is just starting to run off the peaks that ring the basin, swelling the river. I can see the glitter of rocks on the bottom through the crystalline, sediment-free water. We make our way toward the end of the lake, and the pooled-up water starts to pick up speed. Moving slowly, but moving. Are we on the river yet? Do you think we're on the river yet? Ben keeps asking as we curve along the bank. We paddle under a spindly footbridge that crosses at the narrowest point. I can see the current pillowing up on the bridge pilings as it moves slowly downstream, and all of a sudden, I think we are. I am going all the way. The boys are on board for the beginning, a weekend on the water before they have to go back to their jobs at the newspaper in nearby Jackson Hole. But I have 730 miles and a season to paddle the Green from here, in the headwaters, to its confluence with the Colorado. I'm a paddler. This river is important to me, but I feel confused about the future of water. I want to understand the complicated ways in which its water is used and where the conflicts lie in a system that needs to change to accommodate more people and less water. The water in the Green and in the rest of the Colorado River system is overallocated and has been since the 1920s, when its estimated flow was divided up between the 7 states along the rivers. When the states split up the water, they did so based on incorrect calculations. They allocated more water than actually exists in the rivers, and they did it under the assumption of stationarity, that the amount of water would always be about the same. We're operating at a loss and using more water than we have because of embedded, decades-old policies and overstated ambitions. So far, large reservoirs, filled up in wetter times, and unused water rights have prevented the West from running dry, but we're creeping toward the bottom of our supply as things get drier and more crowded. It can't last much longer. At some point, the inflow and the amount we're using will have to be balanced, and right now, no one quite knows how that will work out. That imbalance sandpapers the space between adjacent water users. Ranchers grind against cities. Environmentalists face off against the oil and gas industry. Endangered fish make things complicated for everyone. Those divides are long-standing, but they're starting to be crossed in part because they have to be. If we keep using water the way we currently are, soon there won't be enough to go around. I feel tied to the future of water because rivers flow through my past. I started guiding rafts when I was 18, on the icy, dam-controlled rivers of northern Maine, near where I grew up. I learned how to run big rapids full of paddler-trapping undercut rocks in the ancient waterways of West Virginia. I moved to Colorado, looking for bigger adventures as soon as I could, following a fellow raft guide to the mountains and to the snowmelt streams that ran off the Continental Divide. It was a fluke that I ended up on rivers in the first place. It started as a summer job. I just wanted to be outside.